Yeah.
Hi everyone, this is Cindy and Tina, the Cruising Queens, and we are here tonight with Victoria Bell from Azamara Cruises. She is our BDM. So we're going to let Victoria go ahead and present tonight.
Perfect. Hi, everybody. This is Victoria. I am your BDM with Azamara Cruises. So excited to be here with Archer today. You have no idea how this is exciting for me. I've been trying to get in with you all for the 2 years that I've been with Azamara, and it's finally working. And I'm excited to share my cruise line, Azamara Cruises, with you. And I know it's one of those kind of cruise lines that you say, as a who? So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And hopefully after today, it'll give you a better understanding of who we are and what we do. And then I'll give some updates at the end of some things that are coming down the pipeline. So here is a video so you can see what's happening on Azamara.
Imagine arriving closer, feeling closer, discovering more. On a journey where every destination feels just within reach. Where every shared table sparks connection and every gathering tells its own story. Find calm amidst new adventures and comfort in familiar faces that make you feel at home wherever you go. In every flavor, in every sound, the essence of a place comes alive. With more late nights and overnights than any other cruise line, you'll see destinations when they're most alive, unhurried, authentic, yours to explore. Because when travel feels personal, every horizon feels closer. Welcome to Azamara, where you're always a little closer to the world.
So who are we? We're the leader in small ship destination immersion travel. And for me, size isn't everything until you're docking in these small secret little ports. That's where we come in. That's where we specialize. That's who we are. That first picture right there where it says dock where others can't, that is a literal picture in Trapani, Italy. That is not photoshopped in. We pull up to the city centers. You're able to get off the ship within 5 to 7 minutes and be in downtown area in these small little gorgeous ports that we call gem destinations, gem ports. We want to slow things down. We don't want to be rushed. We want to take our time. We want to stay late night. For us, during peak time, late night is 10 p.m. We want to overnight. We want to double overnight. And if we can, on some of our itineraries, we're triple overnighting. We have our As Amazing Evening, which I'm going to talk about. Our White Night, which is our biggest party at sea. I'm going to touch on that. And then our new destination showcase. And I'm going to really talk about that one. But why Azamara? It's because of our ship size. And I'm going to get into my ship size on another screen, but it's because of the smaller ships. Our immersive itineraries and cultures. We have over 850 late night stays past 8 p.m. I'm going to say that again because that's a very powerful statement right there. More than 850 late night stays past 8 p.m., which is incredible because you're not going to find that on other cruise lines. 380 more overnight stays, double overnight stays, or some triples. We have specialty sailings like the Grand Prix, and I'm going to go over some of those specialty sailings. Our country intensive voyages, those are when we focus on one country at a time. And I'm going to go over some of those itineraries for you. And then our world cruise. We have world cruises one every year. This new one that starts in 2027, the 2026 is already underway. 2027 is 188 days of a world cruise. So just incredible itineraries that go with that. But who's our traveler? Our traveler's culturally curious. They're active. They're looking for a different type of travel. They're looking to go to the big destinations, but also off the beaten path to the small little gem ports that we call them. 83% of our guests are 45 plus. I'm going to tell you, I was very surprised on my Alaska sailing that was just last week, and we skew younger. So I'm going to tell you, we do not say no to children. We just do not have a kids club on board. So the kids that do come on board are very well behaved, very well traveled. You will have, your multi-gen families on board. You'll have your empty nesters with their college kids or their soon to graduate kids, and then you will have, grandma and grandpa, they'll just bring everybody with them, bring the grandkids and all that kind of thing. So I was very surprised at the demographic that was on my Alaska sailing. It was younger than any sailing that I've ever seen. 85% plus book with a travel advisor, and that is you out there. Because without you, we can't do our job. So we want to thank you for the business that you're going to be sending our way. I know after today, you're going to probably want to book a couple of things, which I'm hoping for, but we can't do our job without you. Because most of the times it's as a who. And that's where you come in and you say, Azamara Cruises, let me tell you about them. They're a wonderful cruise line, but you're going to see all that in just a few minutes here. Who should you be targeting? Your past river cruise guests, your well-traveled guests. You know, we're not a river cruise, but we go down some rivers. Your empty nesters, your culture lovers, your land tour guests. That's a hard one to flip the chip, but if you can do it, we are like a boutique hotel at sea. We'd stay at so long in port and stop at so many small little ports along the way. In Greece alone, we have 42 different ports. So that'll tell you right there. You know, we're going to overnight or double overnight. So use this as a hotel at sea. That way you don't have to book all the transportation between the hotel. They get all their meals, their entertainment, their alcohol. They get so many things included that you don't have to do all the extra work. We also do pre and post 2 and 3 days. Pre and post that will include everything for you. So you don't have to really do anything. Just put them on the ship. Clients who say don't want crowds, perfect for Azamara. We're 700 passengers. You never even realize how many people are on board. But what's included? Pretty much everything's included for you. We have a variety of dining venues, 24-hour room service, no extra surcharges there for your 24-hour room service. Your beer, wine, shelf-level spirits, specialty coffee, sodas, and waters from when the bars open to when they close, not just at lunch and dinner. You have your As Amazing Evening, which is the one excursion that we do include, and I'm going to talk about that. Unlimited self-service laundry. If you're in a suite level, laundry is included. If you're not, we do have a laundry room that you're able to do your laundry and go home with nice, fresh, clean laundry. We give you the detergent and everything to go with it, so you don't have to worry about that. It's always nice to unpack with nice, clean clothes. You know, and we don't include excursions we include the As Amazing Evening, but we believe one size does not fit all. That's the reason why we don't. So we always give a nice, healthy shipboard credit so your clients can do what they want to do with their money and do the excursions that they want to do. Like for me, example, I like the spa. I'm not a big excursion girl, except in Alaska. I had my daughter with me. We did a lot of excursions there. But if it's just me, I prefer to go off the beaten path and do my own thing. And then we include tips and gratuities as well. So that is included for you. As Amazing Evening. This is that one excursion that I talk about. This is a cultural event that we take all 700 passengers off the ship to this wonderful event. This one right here is Ephesus in Turkey. We close down Ephesus one evening. It's just our guests that go in. You don't tour in the heat. You tour in the evening time when it's nicer and when it's cooler. We'll have appetizers, cocktails, and then we'll go into the amphitheater for a 2-hour concert under the stars. It's a memory maker. It's what your clients are going to remember when they go back home. They're going to be sitting on their sofa and they're going to think about their As Amazing Evening, and they're going to think, who did that for them? You did. You gave them that memory. They're always going to come back to you. Here's a little video so you can see what that's all about.
At Azamara Cruises, every journey is designed to connect you more deeply with the heart of each destination. That's why we created As Amazing Evenings. One-of-a-kind cultural experiences designed exclusively for our guests. In the soft glow of sunset or beneath a canopy of stars, these moments reveal the soul of each destination. An orchestra performing in a candlelit cave. Dancers breathing life into century-old traditions. A community opening its doors to share stories, flavors, and song. In 2026, 35 new As Amazing Evenings debut across the globe, from the glaciers of Alaska to the temples of Japan. As Amazing Evenings, illuminated by music, art, and tradition, become lasting memories brought to life only by Azamara Cruises.
Then we have White Night. It's our biggest party at sea. This is when we're bringing out the Weber grills and we're barbecuing steak, shrimp, lobster. We have a pasta bar, a sushi bar, and then the buffet's geared to the port that we're in that evening. We're going to bring out the singers and dancers, And then we're going to be singing and dancing for 2 hours under the stars as we're sailing away from these beautiful little destinations. If you can see in the right-hand picture there, there's the lady all in black. She does not have a travel advisor. No one warned her that she needed a white outfit. So that's where you come in pivotally to tell people, bring a white outfit. If they don't, they can actually buy something on board or in the destination. But it's always nice to become prepared for white night. Destination immersion. So I did talk about that and I said we're the leaders. So let's get a little deeper. Let's get into destination immersion elevated. And that's what we are calling our destination showcase program. So we've added 82 new small ports of call between 25, 26, and 27. All these little gem ports that we call them. 33 new country intensive voyages. That's when we're focusing on Greece, Italy, Japan, Iceland, Canada, just Alaska, I don't know where else, Norway. We have 33 new country intensive voyages that we're just focusing on those. We're tripling once in a lifetime experiences from 6 to 22. What are those? That's like the Grand Prix in Monaco, cherry blossoms in Japan, going down the Amazon, doing the solar eclipse, going to Carnival in Rio, going to Sevilla, Spain during Semana Santa. We have those experiences for your clients. We have 22 of those from last year all the way to 2028 that we've added, and 28 new double overnight stays. We have Destination Showcase. That's the night where our chef's going to go out and shop locally and bring back a chef with him, and they're going to cook the entire destination one evening. We have 21 new destination beers. So you can be in Japan and actually get a Sapporo beer while you're on a Japan sailing, or being in Spain, getting a Cruz Campo or a Mau beer, when you're in Spain. We have onboard entertainment that evening. So again, being in Japan, we can bring on a geisha or the big drums, or being in Spain, a guitarist or flamenco dancer, or in Italy, an opera singer. We're doing storytelling under the stars. That's when we have a speaker and we're going to be giving a bunch of lectures and talks about where we're going next, where we're headed, stories, culture, history. We have nighttime excursions. Nobody else is doing this except Azamara. We thought since we stay so long in the destination, why not? Imagine being in Singapore going nightclub hopping. Or we're doing small overnight experiences for small groups, 12 to 15 people. Being in Tangier, getting off the ship, staying in a hotel in the destination, then getting back on in Casablanca, your next stop. Nobody else is doing that again except Azamara. I told you we're not a river cruise, but we go down some rivers. So here's one of the rivers. I'd like to highlight two on this for you. So here's one of them. We do go to Bordeaux. All the larger ships, they will dock up at La Rochelle. The smaller ships, we can all pretty much go down into Bordeaux. The wonderful thing about Azamara is that we do things called a turn. If you've never heard of that before, that means we're going to start in one destination and we're going to end in another. We're not going to do the round trip out of Bordeaux. Very rare you'll find an Azamara cruise that does round trips. You can find them, but they're very rare. We usually start in one destination and end in another because we have back-to-back travelers on board. We don't want people to get bored. We don't want to repeat the same destination. So when you see an itinerary that says intensive, don't think that that's going to be the same itinerary over and over, because you're going to get different destinations in there. Okay. But here's one of my favorites here for this Bordeaux. I love this sailing because we're going to do an 11-night, 9 ports, 1 overnight. We're going to start in Lisbon. We're going to go to Porto. We're going to get 3 stops in Spain. We're going to get Vigo, Gijón, small new gem port, Bilbao. We're going to overnight in Bordeaux. We're going to go to Saint-Malo, that's Saint-Michel. We're going to go to Honflower, and then we're going to end in England. So this is great for your airfare. Into Lisbon, or into England, out of Lisbon. I mean, you can't get any better than that for your airfare options. Another great one. So I'm not sure if you know, we're the only cruise line or river cruise that will take you up and dock you in the heart and center of Sevilla, Spain. Nobody else is doing this. Everybody else has to dock in Cadiz. That's down at the bottom. You see the circle down there? Everybody docks there. We actually go up, and if you see that little river that says Guadalquivir that's over up there by Sevilla, we go up the Guadalquivir River and we dock in the heart and center of Sevilla, Spain, 5 minutes from the Plaza de España. That's where we're at. This is a wonderful 14-night. We do smaller ones. We do our shorter ones. We do 7, 8, 10, 11, and then the 14-night. I'm highlighting this one because this is one of my favorites. And we're going to spend 3 nights in Sevilla here. You can go to Madrid on the bullet train. You can go to Granada and do the Alhambra. Um, you can go to Cordoba. You can do different things while you're docked in Sevilla. So that's a big plus. And then you're going to go to Portimao, you're going to go to Lisbon. So you're getting a little bit of the both worlds there. And you're also getting Morocco, you're getting Tangier. So this is a great itinerary for your clients. But my fleet, who are we? We have 4 ships, 408 crew, 702 guests. That's a 1-to-8 ratio. Your guests really will not want for anything. We are going into refurbishment here soon. We're going into a full refurbishment with the Quest, and that's going to be at my last video for you that you'll be able to see. And then the next ship will be the Onboard. So we're going into a full remake with all of our ships, and you'll hear about that. But right now we are going into dry dock with the 3, which is the Journey, the Pursuit, and the Onward at different times between now and the middle of 27. But the Quest is going to be my first, and I'll talk about that here in a little bit. But my crew, they're the heart and soul of Azamara. I'm going to tell you, there's no other crew out there like my crew. And I know a lot of people say that, but I promise you when I tell you this, there's nothing like them. Happy crew, happy you. My itineraries should get your clients on board. These guys will do their job, and get them to come back time and time again. We have an 88% return rate because they know how to do their job. It's all about your clients and you when you're on board. This is what it looks like right now on all the ships. They're all identical. They're all sister ships. You go on one, you go on all. The Quest is going to be the first remake again, and I'm going to show you that at the end. But just so you know, we don't like any loud sounds, loud colors, loud noises, loud music. When you're on board, you're on vacation. Your clients are on vacation. So let's talk about our suite life and what's going on with our suites. We have a dedicated, and it doesn't matter which suite level you're in. We have 4 levels at the moment. We're going to get 5 when we do our refurbishment. But so right now you have 4 levels. Doesn't matter what you're in. You have a butler, concierge, and room attendant. You have full in-suite dining. If you want to eat from the dining room or from specialty dining, which you have included as well in the suites, your butler will bring that to you. If you're in a balcony on down, you have the room service menu. But if you're in a suite, you can order from any of the restaurants and your butler will bring that for you. You have specialty dining included, exclusive breakfast in Aquilina, which is another specialty restaurant just for suite people. You have in-room premium spirits. Your butler will stock your cabin with your drink of choice. If you're in a balcony on down, you're more than welcome to bring your alcohol in the room. We just don't service alcohol to the room and balconies on down. But if you're in a suite, your butler will service you. Access into the spa area. You're able to check in at noon. And you do have Wi-Fi included. It's not on this one. This is new for us. We started this in April. You do have Wi-Fi included in the suite level and the laundry service. So this is my top suite. I always say, always have the no. Sell from their pocketbook, not yours. You never know what they're going to say. This is my top suite, 603 square feet, 233 square foot balcony. We have 6 of these, 3 in the back, 3 in the front. The junior suite to the world owner suite, ocean suite. 478 square feet, 173 square foot balcony. Again, another 3 in the back, 3 in the front. My favorite, when I grow up, this is what I want to sail in. Hoping one day that I'll be able to do this. This one always sells out. We only have 2 of these on every ship. This is the spa suite, absolutely gorgeous. That bathroom window is tempered so you can see out, but they cannot see in. It's absolutely gorgeous. Continent suite. This is our entry-level suite. We have 42 of these on every ship. These ones sell out very, very quickly. If your clients need a big bathroom, we are a small ship, we have a small bathroom. We have a small shower. If you need a big bathroom, this is the room for you. If your clients need a big bathroom, upgrade them to one of these. 266 square feet, 60 square foot balcony. You either have a shower or a shower tub combination, half and half. If you are selling one of these, please make sure you're paying attention to the deck plan so you know what you're offering your clients. If you do book them in a shower tub combination and they cannot get their leg over that shower tub, we will not be able to change them later. And that will be on you. So make sure you're paying attention to that, okay? Verandas, 175 square feet, 40 foot balcony. Outside cabin is about 140 square feet. that inside cabin that's a wonky picture, but it is about the same size as your as your outside cabin. It just doesn't have a window. It's just changed. It's just turned so that the bed's just turned. So we have public spaces. We have the Cabaret Lounge. We have a nightly show every night, live Broadway production. I'm gonna tell you, on the pursuit that I was just on, the productions were out of this world fantastic. We had a magic show comedian. We had our speaker that was doing everyday speaking in there, going over wildlife, going so many things that she did on top of her regular under the stars speaking. We have the living room. This is where everything pretty much goes on. So we have silent disco, we have ABBA night, karaoke, crewioke. We have live music, DJ, bingo, trivia, board games. Anything you can think of is going on up in the living room. Okay, that's going to happen all day long, at different times. Then we have the den. We used to have a casino on board. We took the casino out during pandemic because you really have to be in international waters to use a casino. We are considered coast huggers because we stay so long in the destination. We're there till 10 p.m. We do overnights. We really don't go into international waters because we're hugged so close to the coast. You are not going to be using that. It was just a location that was shut up, closed up. No one was able to get in. We put the den, which is now a piano bar and cocktail lounge, and it's full every night. We have 2 shows a night in there. Dining options. We have Discoveries, main dining, open seating, country club casual. We open from 5:30 to 9, and you can come and go as you please. And like I said, it's just open seating. Mosaics Cafe, we do specialty coffees, doubles into a wine bar in the evening, small bites all day long. Windows Cafe has breakfast, lunch, and dinner buffet, changes themes every day. And then we have the patio, which is our lunch and dining al fresco in the evening, grilled to order. In the living room, we also do a tea service at 2 p.m. with like little sandwiches and all that. And then we also do small bites there from 5 p.m. on throughout the evening. Specialty dining. So I mentioned in our suite levels, we did include specialty. So we have Prime C, which is our steakhouse, and Aqualina, which is our Italian restaurant. If you were not in a suite, it is $59.95 per person per day. We do have other packages that come along with the specialty dining option. I do suggest you check those out if you are going to sell to your clients a balcony. It will be to their benefit because they'll get a discount for that. And we have chef's table and all those kind of things that they'll want to do. So I highly suggest you look at those things for them. We have a spa and fitness center, fully decked out spa and fitness center, which is, we have a like fitness guru in there who will do Pilates, stretch classes, spin classes, yoga, all complimentary for your clients. We talked about our cabaret lounge. We talked about our events. We also have a full spa where you can get any kind of treatment that you want to do. We have, acupuncture. We have the the massages. We have couple massages. We do those infusions. We do all different types of things in there. We also have a full hair salon and nail salon for your clients as well. So let's talk about the magic. What it's all really about on Azamara is our itineraries. So it's the crew and the itineraries. So let's talk about some itineraries here. These are going to be my favorite itineraries that I think are really ones that you should be focusing on selling because I think that they're going to hit the mark with your clients. So here's a great one, Best of the Med. This one's March 13th, 2027, 12 nights, 11 ports, 6 late nights, 1 overnight. Absolutely gorgeous for somebody who just wants to learn or just try something new. They haven't been to the Med. They want to do Italy. They're going to get some of Spain, but they're going to get Croatia as well. This is wonderful. They're starting in Barcelona. They're going to go to Marseille, which they can go into Provence, go to Nice. They're going to go to Livorno, which is Pisa and Florence, Rome, Salerno, which is the Amalfi Coast. We tender in the Amalfi Coast. They're going to Siracusa in Sicily. Absolutely gorgeous. Nobody's going there except Azamara. We come around, we're going to go to Montenegro because we have to go to Montenegro. And then you're going to get Croatia, you're going to get Dubrovnik, you're going to get Zendar, and then you're going to overnight in Venice on this one. We actually dock in Fusina, and we have a water taxi that will take your clients into Venice proper, complimentary as well. This is an Italian intensive, which I love this one too, because you're going to get a little bit more. You're going to get 2 stops in Sicily. You're going to get Porto Stefano. You're going to get Sorrento, which is also the Amalfi Coast. You're going to come around. We have to do Montenegro. And then again, you're going to get Venice on this one. Gorgeous itinerary for 27. Greece intensive. So this is very similar to the one that I'm going to be doing for my seminar at sea. The only difference is I'm not doing Ephesus. I'm doing Istanbul, but it's very similar to this itinerary. But look how beautiful this itinerary is for a Greece intensive. Okay, 10 nights, 9 ports, 2 overnights. This one is so unique because this one goes to Volos. This is the picture that you see on the screen. Volos is one of those destinations that if you don't go by Azamara Cruise and you go by land, it takes 10 hours to get there by land. By Azamara Cruise, it's an hour and a half. This is where the monk monasteries live up on these rock formations for thousands of years. It's one of those places that people don't know. If they don't know, or if they do know, they want to get there. It's so easy by Azamara. Again, I told you we had 43 different stops in Greece alone. So that's amazing. Norway intensive. I mean, take a look at that beauty right there. It's a little long, it's 17 nights, but this is absolutely gorgeous. And I love to showcase this one because we're going all the way to the North Cape. And then we're going to be doing all the fjords all the way down. We do have one that's 10 nights that doesn't go all the way to the North Cape. But I mean, you're going to Norway, you want to do the fjords. This is something special for them. They're going to start in Copenhagen and end in England or in Edinburgh. Wonderful for your airfare. 9-night Japan intensive. This is the only 9-night that we're doing in 27. We really do 14, 15 night in Japan, but I love to highlight this 9-night because I think it's just so unique that we're doing a 9-night. But what's wonderful about our Japans is that we go all the way around on the 15 and 14 and 15 night, one sea day. Your clients are really going to get to know Japan. And if they want to do cherry blossoms, we usually do 4 during cherry blossoms and 2 in the fall. 2028, we are coming out of Alaska and we're going to be staying year round in Asia. So you're going to have more opportunities for your clients in 2028. I love the South African. We're going to start in Cape Town, but we're going to go on the west side of Africa. We're really not going to do the east side of Africa during 27 and 28. The bigger ships are going there, we found out, so we're pulling out. We don't like to be where the big ships are. We like to go off the beaten path. So this is a unique itinerary for 2027. So Alaska for 28 or for 27. We have 26. We still have availability. If you are looking for anybody to go to Alaska, please look at our pricing. We do have some space left, and I think the prices are really great for 26. 27, they're decent. I'm not going to say they're, like 26 pricing, but they're decent. And we do the inside passage, and we go to all these small little ports that others just aren't doing. So take a look at our Alaska, and then that's our last year in Alaska for a while. We will pull out, and we're taking the ship to Asia. We do offer cruise tours. We do the regular Denali's, the river boats, but we also work with the Rocky Mountaineer for Vancouver, Banff. We do the round trip from Vancouver. We do the gold leaf and silver leaf. We do Perry Golf, our new golf, golf packages, all inclusive, exclusive to Azamara. Your clients want to golf St. Andrews in Scotland. If it's available, we will get them in. If they want to do the British Open, we will get them in. So we either do 3 courses or 6 courses. We do 25 countries, 80 courses around the world. We do city stays before and after. So 2 and 3 nights all inclusive. We'll pick you either up from the ship and take you to the airport either way. And we do, all the tour, we do some meals, the hotel, all that's included. These are commissionable to you. And then you have your hotel stays as well. Pre and post, if you need them, we can do that for you. If you are not on Connect, please reach out to Archer so they can add you under Archer's umbrella. It's really important for you to be on Connect, and let me know if you're not getting my emails. I sent Cindy and Tina one of my emails so that you all can have one to see what it looks like. If you're interested in receiving those, please reach out to me because there's something wrong with your profile while you're not getting those or you're not on Connect. But to be able to do travel agent rates, to be able to, come to a seminar at sea, which I do have one for next year. I did hear my dates this year or just yesterday. And if it sticks, which I'm just waiting for all the paperwork on it. I am going to Greece on an 8-day on April 29th. I think, did I say, I think that's right. Yeah, April 29th.
Yeah.
I only have 20 cabins. If you're interested, please reach out to me and let me know. It's vbell@azamara.com and say I'm interested in your fam. When I get my, they tell me that it's, set in stone that I'm doing this and I'll get the paperwork. I will send it out. Again, I only get 20 cabins and I already have a list going. So it's whoever, first come, first serve if you're interested. I have ships coming to town, one in San Diego and one in San Francisco. If you're in that vicinity, in January, I think it's January 5th and January 7th or 8th, something like that, or the 3rd and the 5th. But that will come out in my emails. So make sure you are receiving those. And if you're in there and if you want to come and do a ship tour, we'd love to have you.
At Azamara.
Okay, real quick here, ladies, I'm going to show you this is my chief sales officer, or she's my chief executive officer, my CEO. Her name is Dondra Rittenthaler. She used to be the vice president of sales for Celebrity Cruise Lines for 20 years. She moved over to Azamara and to become our CEO, the first woman CEO on a cruise ship, for a cruise ship. She's 61 years old and absolutely amazing. She's going to talk about what's coming down the pipeline for Azamara Cruises.
At Azamara Cruises, we've always believed the most meaningful journeys don't just take you somewhere, they connect you more deeply to the world around you. Today, I'm incredibly proud to introduce Azamara Forward, our transformational fleet-wide plan for enhancing the onboard experience, celebrating our small ship heritage while carrying Azamara into the future as the global leader in destination immersion. Inspired by what our guests love most, Azamara Forward is a thoughtful evolution of our ships, enhancing the spaces where we gather, relax, dine, and dream. From beautifully refreshed public spaces and reimagined suites and staterooms to elevated dining and bar experiences, every detail has been designed to make time on board as memorable as the destinations beyond our shores. And now, exclusively on Azamara Quest, we're introducing an entirely new penthouse deck with stunning new suites and panoramic views that actually bring you even closer to the world outside. Beginning December 2026, Azamara Forward sets the stage for what's next, and for deeper discovery, richer moments, and unforgettable journeys ahead. This is Azamara moving forward.
So that's my presentation for today. I hope you ladies enjoyed it. I hope you learned something new, or it piqued your interest. Like I said, if you're not getting my emails, the ladies are going to share that with you so you can see what they look like. And if you're interested in receiving those, please let me know. Do I have any questions out there for me?
Guys, go ahead and unmute if you want.